So I'm joined here with Dkho, and we are gonna go over the recent draft picks. First, I'm just gonna go over how we selected people for this comp. First, we took all the players that are active in top 200. Then, after we've taken those players, we took all the players that are in top 100 current year. Then we have chosen those players. We excluded all the players who will finish tournament all, which is basically top 60. And after that, we made some custom modifications. Captains could request to remove players. Captains could request to add players, and so on. So yeah, I'm joined with by Dkho here, and we're gonna do an analysis of the picks, some of the picks, and some of the teams.
Yo, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good.
Gonna be spicy. Clearly, got some big differences already, so lots.
Yeah, I think we're gonna disagree on a lot here. That's gonna be fun. So I think first we can talk about let's talk about the first round picks. So we have Dkho, Swftz turned Sav, Wizard. Do you think this is just standard stuff? Or?
I think this comp is quite top heavy with how long skilling's been. Most of the people play a lot have just finished, so you really got standouts in probably top 10.
Yeah. I think I would have taken, like, if I had the first and second pick, I knew that I would have taken Dkho or Swftz if I could. So I thought it was pretty standard that the Swftz and Enlen opened up with those two.
Yeah, I think Dkho's been on like a 4K. I think Swftz is not too far behind.
He's such an obvious pick, even though we almost missed him on the sheet in the first place.
Yeah, let's not talk about
that. Yeah. And then Rezs picks turned, and I pick Sav. And they're sort of like two people that are on good years, but aren't very intertwined in the community, sort of thing, very integrated into the community.
Yeah, I think Sav is It's like Savior. Is not in a clan, but Turn is in Omnia. I've seen him win like last few comps.
Oh, okay. So he might actually be an active part of Omnia. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know what goes on in Omnia anymore.
But to me, it Turned and Sav are sort of like in the same category. Like they're both on big years, and I don't know too much about them.
Yeah, maybe we don't have like the Omnia perspective, because I think a lot of people think Swftz is quite unknown, but he joined Solace like a few months ago. It's been
and he's won a lot of months, right?
Yeah.
And then you pick Wizard. This is interesting because, like, would you have, if you had first or second pick, right? Would you have taken Wizard? Like, would you have taken Wizard over someone like Dkho or Swftz?
No, so in my team, I think common theme is I'm going for sort of the locker room, the culture picks. I want to have like a good spirit behind it, and ignoring that, Wizard, if you look at his recap, he's played probably the most out of like anyone this year, and is gonna have agility, mining, and a few other like main up skills that are like good for him. So him being an Iron Man is not gonna hold him back at all. So
that's pretty good, actually.
From him. Yeah.
So if you had first pick, you're still picking Wizard.
Yeah, I would.
Well, that's kind of good then, that you actually have the fifth pick. You don't get the first, second, third, or fourth, but you still end up with him, actually.
Yeah.
So that's like perfect, but also because then you get the back-to-back pick, and then you go right into L-Dunk, which is so interesting to me. Can you explain this? What is the L-Dunk doing at your second pick?
Yeah, it's well, I wasn't around, but I know he's a very old player, and now he's. I mean, if you're skilling on an ult post 99 and you're going hard, that's got to say a lot. I think he's got every skill available to him. I know he only came back recently, but he's been on a good pace since, so I'm hoping he brings it into 2024.
But who knows? Isn't there a possibility that he might just quit it since it's just an old account?
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna happen with any of them. I mean, if you look, you got
not really. I mean,
enjoy.
This is your second pick. This is your second pick. That you're just.
I mean,
taking a pick.
If you look on the same one, Be Strong, he's finished like all the easy skills, so he's gonna be having not as great a year. I think he said himself, like, why is he picked so early? Saying like Joy's okay. I know now. We know that he wants to finish.
Wait, did he actually say that? Did Be Strong say that, or are you just capping right now?
No, he did say that. I think it's just
okay.
I think he's just being humble. He's a really good player.
Yeah, I think he's humble too. But I think we can just talk about our power rankings, right? Shouldn't we?
Yeah,
So
sure.
your power ranking is Enlen, Dkho, Rezs, Swftz, Lavine. And my power ranking is Lavine, Enlen, Swftz, Rezs, Dkho.
Mhm.
I think we'll just start at the bottom. Let's talk about our worst picks. Who do we think will perform worst in the comp? Who will finish last?
Okay.
And you've picked me to finish last.
Yeah, of course.
Lavine,
Of course.
explain what do you not like about this?
I just looked at the spread of your members, and it just felt it screamed average to me, which isn't good enough. When I look at your top picks, I think they're
You
not
think
as
this is
great
average?
as all the other ones.
Hmm.
So overall, I think it's going to be quite close between all of them, and you never know because over 25 players, you can't really judge
Okay,
who's the best.
so you actually think it's gonna be close. So you don't think I'm far away from Swifts?
No,
Is that what you're
I
saying?
think it's all going to be close. Like it'll be close. I don't think we'll find out the winner until maybe halfway through.
I think it might be pretty much over after 2 months.
Nah, there's just too many players that you're not going to see the spread of variance on it.
I, I think personally that you're gonna be so far away after 2 weeks that you can't come back into it. I
Nah,
think your team.
I don't see that happening. I do not see
Okay,
that happening.
so I'll basically talk about your team for a bit. Why I have you fifth,
Okay,
right?
fine. I'll contest.
So so first of all, I think this team is complete horseshit. I think it's so fucking bad. It's crazy.
What?
Okay, it's crazy, man. Okay, you have Eldunk at number 2. I don't understand any of this at all.
Dude, he's literally on a
It,
great week. When he literally did a 400
it's
of solo
okay.
RC last month. Like, come
That's
on.
cool, but okay. But I'll explain why I think it's bad that you take him at 2 because I think you can get away with taking him in the 6th round, for example.
I don't agree.
He's not gonna go early. I don't see anyone else going for him. It's like
Nah, you gotta pick who you
I
want.
think so. Yeah, you could pick who you want, and I don't think
I'm
anyone
not
else
a
would have
believer
taken
of
him.
risking your picks when they could just get sniped.
I don't think he would get sniped, to be honest. But I don't know. Maybe some of the other captains see it differently. I definitely wouldn't have gone for him
I'm
early.
sure they prepared hard and scouted him out.
Yeah, they didn't prepare hard and didn't pick him. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Eldunk. I don't understand your second pick. You have the back-to-back picks. You have Wizard and Eldunk at 5th and 6th pick. And this is what you waste your picks on. The Wizard pick is fine. He's gonna perform. He's gonna put in the hours. He's gonna be one of the best performing players in the
If
comp.
he plays all year, I think he won't feel out of place.
No, he won't. You have your 5th pick, and I think Wizard is gonna be top 5th, top 5, even if he is an Iron Man. And like you said, he has good skills left. So there's nothing wrong with the Wizard pick. I actually think, like, in the early parts of your draft, it's not so bad. I don't like it, but it's not so bad. But the rest of it is terrible. Like, first of all, you have 3 Iron Men. You have 3 Iron Men in your first 5 picks.
Hold on.
Insane.
You said you like my first 5 picks, and you say
yeah.
you don't like those 3 Iron Man there.
Yeah, but like the best part about your draft is the early part of your draft, and even that is kind of terrible.
No, it's great. It's just
okay. You have 3 Iron Man out of 5.
So don't underestimate Iron Man. Who plays the game over the Iron Man nowadays? Let's be honest.
But they're getting bad rates, maybe.
Yeah, but they play all day.
And I just think in those spots there's so many better picks. It's not the worst that you've done in this draft, but there's so much better that you can do here.
No, I disagree.
And then you go into your 6th pick, which is Darts. Darts is a good pick. Don't get me wrong, but again, he's picked way too early.
I think there might be some credibility it being early, but I prefer choosing people I want as opposed to risking it.
Okay, so you're not picking with your brain. You're picking with the heart.
No, I'm picking how I want to.
Yeah, and that's not a very good figure, I don't think.
No, his back and is on fire right now.
And then you have Onyx, pretty okay. I don't know if it's too early here. It's okay. Shu, I don't really know about that guy.
But when you look
at
if you compare like Onyx against Onyx on the same row, I don't think they really stand out. I think Nilo. That's why I put Enlen the best. You picked a good.
I don't know because Nightlow's pace is a bit questionable at times. It's not bad, but I don't know. I think maybe I have the best pick here right now.
I don't know much about him. Can you tell me more?
I don't know too much about him. I just know that he has some R's to his name, and that's pretty good.
Nice. So you
Well,
just checked current year and didn't elaborate more. That's very impressive.
I think going off the raw numbers, I think that's a pretty good picking strategy.
Yeah, but there's always context behind it. Like, are they burnt? Do they have good skills left? Did they just come back?
I don't think you
Are
can
they
be
motivated?
I don't think you can be on a very high year and then be burned.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
on a high. Yeah, I'll be burnt after next month.
Yeah, that's because you're out of XP.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have Onyx. It's fine. Pick a bit too early, maybe. Xiaoyangshu, early maybe. Bad Sat Mad, maybe early. Then you have Bar Popper, probably also too early. And
I think I had to get Bar Popper in.
you think?
I'll admit it might be the weakest of the row, but it'll play.
Yeah. Like I think it's great. Like I think it's a great pick. I think it's great to pick Dave. He's just gonna be ours to this name, but I think it's a bit too early because I think that you can get better picks here, and then you can also get him later.
So who would you
like
pick like early as opposed? I mean, okay, I get Dave. I think most people wouldn't pick him early, but I wanted to pick him. I mean, that is.
But I think that's your issue. I think that's your issue.
No,
that's why I have you at the bottom of the sheet. And then we go over to the next names. Like from this point on, I think at this point your draft is already very bad, but I think from this point on it gets even worse.
But I mean,
I have Poon,
all
Viva,
the other ones
Minalinsky.
are bad because everyone here, if I look at this and below, they're probably under sub 1k years. So it's really kind of picking up who you think's gonna play.
Not really. I think I have a lot of names that are like even number one Bears, because it's like 10 picks below is like on a plus 1k, and he's 10 picks below the players that you're talking about now.
Yeah, I'm looking at him right now. Let me have a look. I bet it's not even on the 800 year.
I mean, I think he's in a plus 1k on Iron filter.
I'm looking on main.
Yeah, that might be why. But anyways, like, okay, so from you have I have Poon, don't understand it. Viva, don't understand it.
So I know Poon from a few videos he's made. I think he's gonna be strong for the rest of the year. So I could see him doing well.
Okay. And then you have Minalinsky. Like again, it makes no sense you're taking Minalinsky here. No one else is gonna take him. No, he's been back. He's back. Yeah, maybe he's back.
But the thing is, when I look below Minalinsky, it's like I just think all of them are just objectively worse. Like it's just hard. It's just picking from the barrels. No offense, but it's quite hard to judge.
Because you can wait at least 10 rounds before you pick this guy.
I disagree.
So some names with higher priority would go here.
I disagree.
Okay, he's not gonna go early. Minalinsky, he might be back for a little bit, but he's not gonna go early. People are not gonna push the button on this one. And then you have Pitbull
just because they won't pick it doesn't mean just because you won't pick it doesn't mean the others won't.
Yeah, but I'm just assuming they aren't this stupid.
No.
Okay.
No, I disagree.
I could be wrong. Maybe there are multiple stupid captains, but I don't think they're this Dkho stupid, man. Okay, so we have Minalinsky right into Pitbull. Again, makes no sense. Pitbull, you can wait 10 rounds and then you can pick him. He might even go in the last round. No one wants Pitbull.
I disagree. That's because the thing is, you don't have this knowledge. I've been in different clans. I know what these players are like. I know how these players are going to think. This is the perfect place to pick them. Because I know. Okay,
so you think if you don't pick Pitbull here, Swftz, Enlen, or Rezs would have taken him in the next round, possibly?
Yes.
You think that? You think so?
Yeah.
I think that's insane.
I don't think it's insane.
And then we have Dong-chan. Don't understand this at all.
I asked Dong-chan to be in the draft, and this is why.
Yeah.
He's a solid.
So you ask him, and you pick him this early. Again, you can wait 10 rounds before you pick this guy.
If I wait 10 rounds at everyone, who am I going to get? I'm just going to get nobody.
You can get some of the names from the other players picked, or the captains picked.
Nope, I would not choose any others.
That's why you're losing, bro. That's why you're losing.
And then
you have Wu. Then you have Wu 91. You have Wu 91.
Rank 1 UIM. simply rank 1.
Not the greatest filter on main EHP, but okay. And yeah,
he could just do one good skill, and then it's
I
good,
don't know.
good to go.
It's not fantastic here. It's really not fantastic.
I mean, if you compare like side by side, I don't think it's much worse. Because I mean, okay, I can't comment. I don't really know any of the other names.
Cap is gonna have a lot of hours to his name. I think Cap is gonna gap Wu. I think if you just go side by side, all of my picks are basically gonna gap your picks.
When I did my side by side, the way I approached my power ranking is, I did an average of all the picks. So, say round 1, I rank my picks versus everyone else. Same for the other ones, and I averaged rank 2. So that's how I judged it.
Might not be the best way to go about it, but okay.
I think it is.
And then we have one false step. Don't really understand it. Dkhos, don't really understand it. Windows 10, he's not really playing, bro. Like, I don't know.
Dude, I picked. This is, you don't know these people. I know them. I know they're back to the game, and I know they're gonna. There's fire. I have fire when they come back.
I will admit that you know more about the players in the sheet than I do.
Exactly.
You definitely do.
You just can't say that.
You definitely do, but it's not going to translate to absolute anything, because look what you're picking, man. It's insane.
You just say that my picks are bad, but you don't explain why. You just say they're early. They haven't played for a while.
I have explained pretty much. I've explained pretty much everything.
I disagree.
Pretty much all the big. Then you have Windows 10. Like Windows 10 again.
He's not going to go on a 200 month right now. So extrapolate that.
And okay, you can't.
He's a big gamer from the past.
This is why it doesn't work. You haven't checked what skills he has left. He probably doesn't have the best skills left, and he's probably due for another burnout.
I disagree.
Well, you're not supposed to check it now. You're supposed to check it before you draft.
I checked it before, but I'm just confirming. So look, he's got Hunter,
and
he's got Agility.
He doesn't like those skills.
He's got Slayer.
Yeah, he's gonna do Artie. He's gonna get 0.3 Artie. He's gonna do 0.3 Artie, and I don't think he has full Slayer left. Also,
he has literally 120 mil Slayer left.
Yeah, that's not a lot. And then we have Dr. Neuron. I don't know, again.
It's Iron Man. See, I know these Iron Man. I know they'll play well. So the thing with Iron Man is, they don't quit the game. They'll just play all year. Even if they get 0.3, they'll just play all year. And they'll
play all year and get nothing.
1,000 plus, like, free.
Yeah, that's cap on a stack. No one likes him. No one picks him. Rank 1 Serp, bad pick again.
I'll admit, this one was bad, because I checked, their year was good, but they finished Slayer, and I saw they only did Slayer, and now they burnt. So I'll give it to this one. This was off chance he watches this. I hope you do well. Please do well. I'm depending.
You need everyone to come through, man. So don't like the guy. Effort. And then we have J Master again. Don't understand this one. He's not really playing.
He will play all year. Like he'll always be around.
Sure about that?
At this point in the year, in the draft, you want to pick people who you know will just log in. Like they won't completely.
Okay. But let's take a look at my names here. I get He Who Iron before you. I get Herbivore. I get Animos, for example. All of these people are gonna. Yeah, all of these players that I'm mentioning now are gonna have a bigger year than Jay. So
Animos has been burnt for a long time. EOBO's been not playing as much. I admit I would have liked He Who Iron. That's the only one I like.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. You can think it. I think it's wrong, but you can think it. He's not. Jay is not gonna beat any of those names.
I think we'll see about strong. Yeah,
and then we have.
I made sure these are people that I sort of know, because I know they're the type of people who won't quit. They'll play. It might be a slow burner, but they'll eventually gain more.
Yeah. Then we have Tila.
This is why I say you can't judge it by month 2, because you got to judge it by month 6, month 8, and then I'm thinking long term.
I think you're judging them on who the biggest noob is, and then you take them. But anyways, then you have Tila. Don't really understand it, but okay, we are late in the draft. I understand.
See, this is a solid pick. I know what they like. I've seen them talk. I think they'll play.
Yeah. Not gonna go well. Ferb's terrible pick. But again,
Ferb's he's got a good year actually.
Not a good pick, I don't think. But it's okay. Again, we are late into the draft now. It's fine that the picks are getting bad now. Even though in your case they've been bad for the last 20 picks.
I
It's
disagree.
okay.
I think if you call mine bad, all of them have been pretty bad across the board.
I don't think so. I think my picks are fantastic. I love my picks. But anyways, then we have Trisk. I think this is actually one of
this was actually a really good pick.
Yeah, it was a decent pick because
I know he plays all the time. He's got a lot of main at left. Like he's got
yes. It's a decent pick here.
The only thing
is
not I'm seeing he's training fletching. Yeah, that's okay. I hope it doesn't go for too much of fletching. Like, okay, don't play for the comp, but that is one factor.
It's not your worst pick because I remember when I was sat here in the draft, I was contemplating it's either Halcyon or Trisk that I'm going for. Yeah, but I took Halcyon and then you take Trisk or whatever.
Look at this row. It's four like snowflakes. It's not great.
Well, we are so late in the draft. But then you go into Arapator, I can't really blame you. Not much left. Don't think it's the best though. I think DJ9 is a better.
He'll play. He'll never quit. So it's guaranteed like hours on the board.
Yeah, and then you get Siraki last. Not your fault. You're just getting the scraps.
I mean,
okay,
it's flatlined, but I think he can still. If he plays, he can do big. So I'm not disappointed.
So basically, I just think that your team is complete dog shit. I think this team is so bad that I don't think it's even gonna be close. I think you're gonna be extremely far away from number 4. Like, of course, I have completely ruled you out of winning. But I don't think you can even finish in top 4. I don't think you have a chance. I don't think you have a chance of finishing in top 4. I think you're gonna finish dead last with a bang. It's not even gonna be close. You're gonna be so far away from number 4. No chance you finish in top 4.
I disagree.
This is the worst team, and it's the worst team by a long shot.
So the thing is, how you do this? You compare just by looking. This is bad. But what I did was, I did a mathematical approach. I checked who's good compared to the other team. And your team comes out last overall. So
I think it's a bad strategy because you might have one player who's better than the next 3 players, for example. One player alone who will put up more hours than 3 players combined.
When you have this many players, it doesn't affect it like that. Eventually, it averages out. So you have to look at average, but you just can't say this one's really bad because
you know what I think will affect this draft?
Yeah.
You know what I think? I think the fact that you have maybe 21 terrible picks, I think this is going to have consequences for your performance. Yeah, I hate your draft. I think it's dog shit. I hate the players that you're picking, and I hate the position that you're picking them in. Your picking strategy is dog shit. The whole team is bad. I went for who was
the best out of who was left. I think that was the best way to do it. I don't like this game and shit because I think I never lost a pick of them one who wanted. That's, for me, very important.
Like, to me, you can just, in pretty much all cases, you could have picked them later, and then you could have gone for something else that is arguably at a higher priority. That should be on someone's higher priority list. Like, let's look at a name that I have, Fimbria, for example.
Can we talk about Enlen's team? Enlen's team is just freaking amazing.
But, okay, we can. I think we have covered your team. I think it's dog shit. You think it's okay.
No,
I think it's garbage. But we've talked about you think I'll finish last. I think you'll finish last.
No, I just think row for row, all your picks are below average.
Unreal, but you're gonna find out. Okay, you're gonna find out next year. And I know for a fact you're gonna finish that last, and it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I think we should move on. I think we should move on now. We all think each other's teams are bad, and your team sucks.
Just bad. Wow.
And then we have number 4. Now we maybe have something that we can agree on because you have Swftz 4, I have Rezs 4, and you have Rezs 3, and I have Swftz 3. So we just have them in the wrong order, but
yeah,
maybe there's something we can agree on here. So why did you take Swftz at number 4, and why do you think Rezs is stronger than Swftz? Because I think Swftz team is a little bit stronger than Rezs. Not by much, but I think it's stronger. Why do you think it's the other way around?
To be honest, I don't think there's really much between number 3 and 4. I think they're quite even.
Okay, but do you think?
I just think mine and Enlen's was pound for pound a bit better.
But do you think my team is close to Swftz, for example? You think my team is the worst one?
As I said, I think it would be close overall. But I think
Yeah,
yours was slightly worse.
I think it's interesting that you think it'll be close. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be close at all.
No.
I think you're going to be dead last. But anyways, let's move on from
I
that.
think you're overestimating how much you can spread over like 25 players. Like
There's going to be huge gaps. There's going to be huge gaps.
Like
If you don't,
it's
if you don't think there's going to be,
fantasy where you have like 8 players, and people just like
dude,
quit after the first week.
The more players you have, the larger the gaps will be.
I disagree.
It's just the math, and you'll find out. You'll find out.
Okay, you might
And,
say,
and maybe you will learn.
The total numbers will be different, but the variance is lower when you have.
I think you will. I think 2 weeks in and you're already destroyed. You're not gonna bounce back after the first 2 weeks. It's over.
I mean,
goodbye, Dkho.
You're thinking
it's
like
over.
100-hour gap. That's 4 hours per player. That's not as much.
Yeah, but that's not what I mean. I don't just mean the proportions. I think you're gonna get gapped so hard. You're gonna lose from the first day, then you're gonna lose ours the second day. You're gonna lose ours the third day. It's just gonna keep compounding until you are eliminated after 2 weeks.
I absolutely disagree.
It's gonna be crazy. Well, okay. Anyways, you think Rezs is a little bit stronger than Swftz? Do you have anything to say? Like, why do you think it's a bit stronger?
No, to be honest, it's quite hard to measure. No, I think they're quite even.
Is there anything you like about these drafts? Okay, so I think Swftz is a little bit better than Rezs. I think Swftz all over. I think it's pretty solid all over. Like, he gets some good late picks too. Zidane 10, Mage's Book, Sammy pretty good, Steph pretty good, Andra here. It's pretty good late.
I don't like his picks.
And I think early as well. Necro, Badora, Huba. I think it's pretty okay here. Good early picks. Necro is gonna have huge hours. Obviously, Necro matched up versus Turned. Much better pick for Swftz. But that's also because he has the first pick and Rezs has the third pick, right? So you can't blame Rezs for that. But overall, I think Swftz. I think it's a bit better draft. Don't understand why Max Yogi is picked this early.
I think that was a culture pick, I'll be honest. But I think they're down like a 2K year, so it's not really.
Yeah, decent pace, but still too early. Even if you want a mascot pick, still too early. What about Istra? Do you think Istra 4th round is that good?
Yeah. If he plays, he'll do really well.
But you don't think it's too early? Oh.
No, I think it's.
He's
a big, I don't want to say big name, but quite active. So I could see him.
I think some names that Rezs gets wrong is he picks Furco and Darkseons. I think they're too early. They're right in the middle here.
Really?
I don't really. I think it's a bit too early.
That's bottom middle. I don't think it's that bad. I want to say they would like low tier picks.
Do you think Furco should go this early? Like in the middle? I think he should go maybe 5 picks later, 6 picks later.
Maybe a little lower, but I think it's okay.
Yeah. Is that something is that a player you would have considered? Would you have taken Furco?
No, I wouldn't. As I said, the people I picked was pretty much everyone I liked, and I thought would do well.
Yeah. I guess we can move on from Swftz and Rezs. We think they're pretty similar. I think Swftz is a little bit stronger than Rezs. You think Rezs is a little bit stronger than Swftz. But at the end of the day, I think it's pretty close.
Agreed.
I still think Swftz will win. It's solid. I think it's a little bit better than Rezs. It's not by much, but it's better, I think. And then we can move on to rank number 2 in the draft. You have picked Dkho, and I have picked Enlen. Okay. Why have you picked yourself here? You think that you're gonna end above 3 teams? You think you're gonna end above Rezs, Swftz?
Yeah. So the way I approached it, as I said again, I ranked out all the teams, and my team came out second. I'll admit it was not as good as Enlen's. I'm being objective about this. I admit some, maybe I won't be naming names. Some were picked a bit early, but I think overall mine came out second. I don't think there's any problem with that.
Yeah.
I think they're overall strong. I think it's going to be a long burn, but they will put in the hours for me.
But do you really think that your team will finish ahead of Swftz and Rezs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
and me as well.
The numbers don't lie. I think it's 2.
I think you've looked at the wrong numbers then.
Nah, the numbers are right.
Okay, so
I'm curious. Can we do some stats? Like, if we put all these teams like side by side, who has the most EP this year? I want to find out.
I think I'm number one in that category.
I
To be
think
honest.
I think I'm a bit low, but I think there's
Yeah,
potential
I think you're
in
very
my
low. I think you're very
yeah,
low.
because there's more.
I think you score. I
You
think you
can't
score
just look
low in
at
every
current year.
category.
You got to look at more than that.
Yeah, I think no matter what parameter you look on, I think you're going to score the lowest in
I
all
disagree.
categories. If you take day, current week, current month, current year, overall total EHP, best skills left, I think you have the worst picks. You have the most Iron Man. You have the most garbage. It's just,
Did you tell me that you didn't prep anything? And look at your
yeah.
team. It's just
I
awful.
didn't prep anything, and I can't believe it turned out this well. I'm so
Nah,
fucking happy with this
it's
team.
just so bad.
So for my second pick, I have Enlen. I think he's pretty close to me. I think it's very close between me and Enlen as the two best teams. But Enlen's team is just great.
I think Enlen team's
Enlen's team
just
is
best by far. Like, look at you,
it's
Lavine. Like, I think he picked you, and you're a great pick at that level. Well, I don't know.
I th-
Maybe you could like throw it for the bragging rights. Well, I'm sure you'd be a better person than that.
I won't. Like I think kind of wanted myself here as well. I don't understand why I'd go that late. Don't really understand it. Like I'm on a 900. Like,
Yeah,
huh?
Enlen knows it.
Yeah, it's just fantastic picks all over. He doesn't have many weak links. His early parts of the draft is great. His middle part is great. The end is great. He's gonna have production all over from various
Honestly,
angles.
Enlen's just really good.
It's just a sick team. It's
If you
just a
look
sick
at the
team. But
row with like Blade, I think Blade just outclasses the rest of them by far.
I think he outclasses a filmmaker, for example.
Yeah, I think Filmmaker said like he's got a bunch of difficult skills left.
Yeah, okay. Like this is what I mean when we look at a role like this. This is why I don't understand why Darts is matched up with Blade. I think Darts is gonna have great production this year. I love the Darts pick. I just think it's too early.
I feel like I picked last in that row, so I didn't really have a choice.
But then look at the next row. What about Nightlow here and then Darts later? I think you can get away with this because I don't think Darts is a high priority.
No, I think they're similar level.
But I don't know. I think you can get away with it. But okay.
I'm looking for motivated players. That's the thing in mind. I know these plays.
Yeah.
Okay, they might have
I think Darts is fantastic.
I think they're motivated. That's all I care about.
Darts is fantastic. He's gonna give you hours to your team. That's perfect. It's gonna be great for your team. I just think it's too early, but okay. It's not the worst thing you've done. I think it's too early, but it's not the worst thing you did.
No,
you did many bad things. But anyways, let's talk a little bit more about Enlen's team. Enjoys it too. You think this is expected? I think this is not the best.
Okay, Joyce is definitely a very good skiller, but it's like flatline. The thing is, we know that Joyce flatlines a lot, so maybe you could think playing late, and he also caps out.
He caps
away?
out. That's the thing.
Yeah, there's not potential with him. Like
so basically, the question is, does Enlen want to finish tournament all for sailing?
Yeah, I think Joyce definitely will. He seems like.
You think he will?
I think he has interest in like rank 1.
So I'm not sure, but I don't think so. I don't think that's the case at all.
No, I think he will.
That's crazy. Good. If that's the case, then he's a great pick.
Enlen said there's intel that he's going to finish. So
because he's obviously playing leagues.
Like 2K on the board.
Yeah,
I mean, to be honest, like the top 2 is pretty much 2K plus on the board, unless they burn out.
Yeah, I mean, Enjoys will be great if he does finish the game. That's perfect amount of hours for this
definitely
number.
Will. He just will not pass it.
I don't think it's definitely because he's been on a 0 for a long time. But okay, maybe he was planning to play leagues and stuff. And sometimes it seems to be the case that he only logs on just to do a good grade 6 out, and he logs back off again, which is definitely not what you want in this competition.
I mean, he's done. He just does 500s for fun. I just think he's just too good. Like,
if he's gonna go for sailing, and if he's gonna go for tournament all, and if he's gonna go for sailing, he's a great pick. If he doesn't do that, however, not fantastic in this spot. So it's gonna come down to this. So if it's the case that he does
I
go
am
for
certain
sailing,
he'll go for sailing.
Then I think it's a good pick here.
Yeah, I agree.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have liked it so much.
It's just the potential, because you're just saying your second pick can't get over 2.5K. You're kind of capping it at that point. I think the other ones can do more than that. So there's more potential in the other picks, but
like Enlen, yeah. Enlen's team is just so strong. What do you think about Esk, Emmick?
Esk is very consistent. He'll do well.
Yeah, they're just
Meek,
good picks.
yeah. I don't know
Uncle
as
good.
much as Meek. Uncle, he will play a lot, but it depends on what he wants to do in the game.
Like, do you think? Okay, do you think? Like, we think everything is great about Enlen's draft. What is bad about it? Like, what are some bad picks? Because he gets Pat Q all the way in the middle, which is fantastic pick.
Well, Pad Q's thing is Pad Q. A lot of the field.high men are playing a bit less, so it kind of depends. The best
Yeah,
thing
but
about
look at
Pad
the
Q
spot.
was he was very consistent, but now he is not. I think that placement is pretty justified.
You think it's justified? So
Yeah.
you don't think that's the best part? What about someone like Dawn Summers or Ozzy second?
I don't know anything about Dawn Summers. I think Seekon's very strong. He'll be very consistent. I think if I look at the rows, probably maybe the best one.
And of course, there's some. If you look at the last bottom 10 picks, there's some little bit questionable, but it's just we're so late in the draft, and I think all of these names there could be some huge production out of some of these. I think
it's just I think a lot of them are just capped at 1K. That's the thing. I think the thing of like the lower, there's not as much potential unless they're actually just like flat. Like if you see Gliss, he could do a very very big year, but he's just like not playing the game for like the last few months, so it's a risky one.
Yeah, Enlen seemed just very strong.
By the way, isn't Routine 13 Father's UAM?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I was on another stream and they were talking about why didn't you put the hardcore in, but that's something to consider next time.
I think it was Enlen wanted to have the guy added to the sheet, and he said that he considered the hardcore, but he went for this one. Put on the sheet.
Okay, so it's an Enlen personal pick. Let's see.
Yeah, it's basically a personal edition.
I think he missed out because I think
maybe. And also because it is UIM, right?
Kind of rough sometimes.
Yeah, and it's basically like a bar popper situation, right? Should you take the UIM or should you take the hardcore?
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, great team. I still took mine first, but I think it's close. Like when I look at this team, fuck man, it's gonna be tough competition. But I still think my team is fantastic.
No, I think it's gonna be very close overall.
Yeah.
So we have different opinions. You think it's gonna be a whitewash, but I think it's gonna be neck and neck for quite a while.
I think if I was to position it like this, I would put you down here, very far at the bottom. You're so far removed from everyone. And then I would put Rezs here and Swftz here maybe. So basically, this is what it would look like for me, like the gaps between the teams. Dkho, you are so far removed from everyone else.
I disagree.
Rezs
I think
here,
it would
pretty close to Swftz.
Wallaby.
And then me and Enlen very, very close. But you're so far down here, it's crazy.
I disagree. I think this is...
But this is what makes it exciting, right? Because I think your team is... I don't think... I would be so surprised. I would actually be so surprised if you came in top 4. It would surprise the fuck out of me.
Well,
Can't believe it.
That's why you put me off number 5.
But dead last.
I think it's going to be very close. I think it's...
Yeah.
We're not going to know until maybe month 7, month 8.
But in your case, like you wouldn't... Like, because you think it's close, so you wouldn't be surprised if you saw me at number 4, even though you picked me at number 5, right?
Yeah, I mean,
you wouldn't be surprised. But I think you're gonna do so bad. So even though I picked you at number 5, I think I would also be surprised if you came 4th, if you came top 4.
No, well, wait to be surprised. I'll be.
Yeah,
well, I won't be around, but
it's gonna be exciting. Yeah, you're gonna be far gone. You don't want to look at this again. Man.
Yeah, I'll be at the Bahamas, man.
Oh.
Go on a big ass holiday away from this game for a bit.
And away from this game,
I'll
away
be back,
from this comp.
Collection logging or doing whatever. PVMing.
Well deserved break. You deserve it, King.
Yeah, gotta finish it off. Do you have anything else to touch on?
Oh, I think we covered pretty much everything.
Yeah, it's been good. Good fun.
Yeah, good luck. Have fun to all the participants.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Can't wait.
It is indeed.
To wrap it up?
Yep.
Jeez.